really good. Hello from Guayaquil, Ecuador. We are headed inside this market because it's home to the best ceviche in Ecuador. If you've never had Ecuadorian ceviche, you better come inside with me. So when you come into this market, it's very clean and it's organized just like a grocery store. So you come in and you can see some fruits and vegetables, then you've got a meat section, a fish section, you've even got a section for dry goods like rice, which is very important in Ecuadorian food. However, while there are many different places to eat, we came to one specific spot. It has the best ceviche in Ecuador, and it is the most popular spot in this market. I'm at Mercado Sauces Nueve, which sounds like 9 sauces, not quite. However, this is an amazing place for food. I'm at Gust Conchas, and this spot is known for its ceviche. Of course, Mexico, Peru, also known for ceviche, but also you can have incredible ceviche in Ecuador as well. So in Ecuador, ceviche is a little bit different, and it's a really good spot to try it for the first time if you are wary of eating raw fish. Here what they do is they actually drop it in boiling water for seconds before then putting it in the acid marinade. And what that does is it ensures that if there's anything with the fish, you're not going to get sick. So I do appreciate that. They don't boil it. A lot of people think they boil it. They don't. They just drop it for a second, almost blanching it. So Gust Conchas is known for one specific famous ceviche. It is called Rompe Colchon, which means mattress buster. Yes, this will bust your mattress. And that is because seafood is considered to be an aphrodisiac. And so here they actually put 8 different types of seafood into your ceviche. So with all of that seafood, you are definitely going to bust your mattress. Well, I mean, I guess that's the hope, that you have someone to bust your mattress with. In this, let me see if I can get this right. We have black clam, oyster, shrimp, lobster, fish, octopus, and calamari. Did I get that right?
Escargot.
An escargot. It's called churro.
Churro, yeah.
Churro, which is like an escargot of the sea. Anyway, there's a lot of this. On top, they also, of course, have avocado. They serve it with plantains, and they also serve it with rice. And that is because for people from the Andes, this rice is considered to be so much better, because you know, if you're in the Andes, to cook in an altitude is tough. So rice from the coast is the best rice in Ecuador. There is so much going on here. Now this is the base. I'm just eating it straight up. However, after that we're gonna try it with condiments, because people do eat olive oil, ketchup, mustard, encurtido, and they also put tostadas, which is toasted corn, on it. But first, we're gonna try it straight up. Really nice. Very fresh tasting. After all, we're in a market, so you know the seafood is going to be fresh. Also, really tender. There are times that I've had ceviche and it almost tastes like it's overcooked. Not such the case here. Let's put some lime in it. Yeah. A little bit of mustard. Okay. Ketchup. Okay. And then some olive oil to balance it out. And this will give the ceviche a smoothness. To mix it without spilling it on myself. So Ecuador is actually considered to have some of the best seafood in South America. In fact, it's so good that they export a lot of it to Peru. So if you've had an amazing ceviche in Peru, it's very likely it was made with Ecuadorian seafood. I'm going in for this shrimp. Okay. This shrimp is amazing.
But did it change the taste?
Without all the sauces, it just tasted like an amazingly fresh seafood dish. I thought it was weird to put ketchup and mustard into it, but it actually just brings it the flavor of the seafood and gives it some depth. As well as the olive oil, it now just tastes like a really rich, cold seafood dish. Andreas and I were just talking, and he was saying that he always considered it blasphemous to put any condiments on ceviche because ceviche is already a prepared dish. So you would think that you would just eat it as people serve it to you. However, ketchup actually isn't such an odd ingredient if you think about it, because tomato paste has umami and so does ketchup, and so it gives it just like a richness of flavor. You don't taste the ketchup, but it just gives it this nice undertone which really takes it to the next level. However, it's like poco a poco, just a little bit at a time, because if you put too much ketchup or mustard in your ceviche, you're gonna ruin it. So you just try a little bit, and if you think it needs more, you add more.
So it's like every time I try to scoop like a type of seafood, the spoon is not as big to hold them all together. So every time I scoop, I end up like dropping a different fish in.
Dile que un arroz, dos frescos y una limonada.
So blue.
And that's spicy.
Oh yeah, look at the peppers. This here.
This is also served with a side of plantain chips. And what people normally do with this is not to use the plantain as a scoop for the ceviche, which I actually prefer, but they crush it on top and it just adds a little bit of texture. However, pro tip, don't do all of it at once because then it just gets soggy like cereal. Instead, just do a little bit at a time and it gives it a nice little bit of texture. Everything here is so fresh, but also just not overcooked, but it doesn't feel raw either. It's like perfectly cooked. You want things a little bit more cooked, you can put in a little bit more lime, the acid will help that. I like a lot of acid in mine just because I think it's really fresh and bright. But this place is famous for locals. People come to this market just to come here, and I can see why. This is fantastic. Really good. There are many places to get ceviche at Mercado Sauces Nueve. However, this is by far the most popular. You can sit right here and watch them while they make it, but then there are also some tables to the side because I think this place gets very popular. We've certainly had a lot of people come and go since we've been sitting here.